Shalom people, can you see me good? Alright, so today I told you guys I was going to come out and show you guys how to do something. We're going to plant potatoes, okay? Planting potatoes is super simple. We're going to do them in a container, alright? I got some of these big ones, so we're going to do one in here, but you can do these in anything. You can do these in containers about that size. You can do them in big planters like this. You can also use 5-gallon buckets. All right. The key, whatever you do, is you make sure you put some holes in them. I don't know if you can see the holes that's in there. There's holes at the bottom of those. All right. And you probably should drill even more holes all around. I was going to drill some more, but my drill is not working right now. But that's going to have to be enough for right now. All right. I may later end up drilling some holes around here or whatever, but we'll see how that works out. All right. So first thing you need to do, you want to have some potatoes. Okay. Now these are what they call seed potatoes. You can buy seed potatoes. This is a 3-pound. I got this because it was on sale, but you can actually use the potatoes that you have in your own home. You know, when they start growing those eyes on them. Now seed potatoes are grown to really have a bunch of them on there, right? When you start seeing them like this, you normally say, oh, this is old, time to throw them away. You can actually let those things grow a little longer and you can plant them yourself. So a lot of people have potatoes that look like this or starting to look like that where the eyes start growing. That's all it is. Okay, if you get seed potatoes, they have just been allowed to grow really big. So you can see these are growing really long. I had these for a couple weeks now, so they probably got longer. Okay, so that's why I'm growing in the big container, because I need to put as much of these out as possible. All right, now, the first thing we're going to do is put a layer of dirt down in here. You can, if you're going to do this, if you have some of your own compost or something like that, you can use that, or topsoil, but you definitely or you can just use potting soil, regular potting soil. So we're going to put us a layer down first. You want about 3 inches of soil down at the bottom. About 3 inches. And you're going to pack it down. Come on over here so you can make sure you see what's going on inside. It's about 3 inches of soil we're going to pack down at the bottom here. Right? Now, that's our base. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put our seed potatoes in. Now you want to put them in the direction that the eyes are going. Now some people can do this, and you probably could. I probably can do this too. Some people will slice the potato and then make this like 2 or 3 different ones. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave the whole thing, and I'm going to put this as the bottom because all of the eyes are growing up this way, so this is going to be my bottom. I'm just going to put it in here just like that. I have another one. I'm going to put that one here. I'm going to put about 4 of them in here, depending on what they look like. Even in a big container like this, 4 is going to be a lot. Put that one in there like that. And this one, we'll do it like that. So you see them in there? got them spaced out a little bit, and now all we're going to do is cover them with soil. Just cover them up. You don't need to pack it down. Just cover them up. We're not going to pack this down. We're not going to pack it down. We're just going to leave it. Once you have them all covered, now we're going to add us some stuff in here. I'm going to put some coffee grounds in here. Right on top. And then, hold on. I'm going to put me some of my fertilizer mix in here. Just a little bit. Sprinkle along the top. That's all you need. Just like that. Not even a full cup. Right? And then just going to mix all those in that first couple levels. This first few inches. That's it. Mix it all in right there. I'm not patting it down. I want it nice and loose so that the roots can go and grow on up. Actually, I am going to throw a little bit of peat moss in here as well, just so I don't have to keep watering this. With this being a container, when it gets hot, it does dry out the moisture in here a lot more. So I'm just going to throw a little peat moss in. If you have a good potting soil, your potting soil is going to have peat moss in it. That's it. And that, my friends, is all you have to do. Okay? Now what's going to happen is down here, eventually, those roots are going to start growing through. Once they get about 2 inches, looks like little flowers or plants coming up, all we're going to do is put more soil in to cover up those, and we're going to keep adding soil as they grow. We're going to add more soil as they grow. We're going to add more soil as they grow. We're going to add more soil until we get probably about, you know, a ½ inch from the top of this. That's going to be as far up as I'm going to go with the soil, and then let them go, and then keep watering them, and then when it's time, we'll be ready to harvest. Okay, so I'll keep you guys abreast every time I do a garden update. We'll show you how this stuff works. Okay. Now, before I let you guys go, I want to show you one more thing. I showed you the potatoes. You can do those things from your own potatoes that are starting to grow really crazy. I'm going to show you one more thing that you can do with your own kitchen scraps and regrow all over again. Come on this way. Let me show you. Right here. This is celery. These plants right here are celery. And this celery that's growing here is celery that we have purchased from the market. Okay? What we did is, and I'm going to show you guys, this is super simple. You take your big stalk of celery, you cut it off at the bottom about 2 inches or so, 2.5 inches maybe, at the bottom part, you know, where it really starts to get white. You cut that off and you put that in some water, and after a while it'll start to sprout again. When it starts to sprout, you just keep letting it go until it gets a certain amount, and once it gets high enough, all you do is take it, put it in the dirt, and it'll continue to grow. So this wasn't done from seed. These are regrown from stuff we already used. Now you guys know you have celery, and a lot of times you don't eat it all, or you cut it off and you just throw that part in the trash anyway. You can actually regrow that, and I'll show you guys pictures of what it all looks like in the process, and you can actually regrow that from start. All right, so like I always tell you guys, get to growing. Shalom.